Sarvadharmasthapakatvam Sarvadharmaswarupakaha Acharyanam Mahacharyo Ramakrishnaya Te Namaha. O establisher of all the faiths, embodiment of all the religions, the greatest teacher among all the teachers, O Sri Ramakrishna, my salutations to you. Namaste, Pranam. Sri Ramakrishna commenting upon the song that the musician had sung, musician who had come with the devotees of from Belgharia. He had sung that song, praying to Kundalini, "O Kundalini, you awake. You have been sleeping there, you have been lying dormant at the base of these 6 chakras, at the base of Mooladhara. You are sleeping. Now wake up and rise and rise and rise and pierce through the 6 centers, cross the 6 centers, and there go and meet Lord Shiva, who is dwelling, sitting there on the 1,000-petal lotus above the 6th center. And this is going to get rid of all the grief that I am having. That is going to take me out of all the misery. Oh, great supreme consciousness, please help me in getting rid of my grief by uniting with Lord Shiva in the above the 6th chakra, sitting on the 1,000-petal lotus. And now, while explaining this journey of Kundalini from lowermost chakra to the beyond the Ajna chakra, Sri Ramakrishna has explained in very clear terms how there is a spiritual progress as the journey goes up and up and up after crossing over one center after other, after crossing one chakra over other. And Sri Ramakrishna says that these 6, there is some kind of a similarity between the 7 planes as mentioned in the Vedanta philosophy and the 6 chakras as pronounced by the school of yoga, the yogic sciences. Yoga believes there are 6 centers, Vedanta believes there are 7 centers. Till the 6 centers, both Vedanta and the yoga, they are in agreement. Yes, there are 6 centers. But according to Vedanta, there is also a 7th chakra. Till the Ajna chakra, they have no conflict. Both Vedanta and the yoga, they are in agreement up to the 6th chakra. Now what happens? As the mind starts transcending from one chakra, from the lowermost chakras, the lowermost, the Mooladhara, Swadhisthana and the Manipura chakra, as the mind transcends to Anahata chakra, the center of heart, the plane of heart, what happens? Everything, all that spiritual progress Sri Ramakrishna has explained to us. As the mind comes to heart, for the first time there is realization of some kind of light. The person sees the light, the devotee sees the light and gets wonderstruck. What is this? What is this? I never knew there is something like this that exists. All this time I was only thinking that there is nothing beyond the material enjoyments. Till the time my mind was dwelling in the lowermost 3 planes, I thought that lust and greed is the only ultimate experience that one can have. But as the mind has risen above, as the mind has come to the level of heart, as the mind has come to the Anahata chakra, I see the light. I see that is the first experience of the devotee perceiving the divine light. And the doors open. The doors of the heart, they open for this unique spiritual experiences. But as Sri Ramakrishna had taught us, go forward, go forward, go forward. The mind doesn't just sit there on the Anahata chakra. Mind wants to go up. The Kundalini has to pierce one chakra after other. So after the mind, it comes to the level of Vishuddha chakra, to the chakra of throat, the level of throat. And then the devotee gets imbibed with the name of God. Now, the devotee only wants to listen to the name of God. The devotee only wants to listen to the glories of the God, the glories of the Divine Mother. That is the only thing. This is where the mind now has come to the Vishuddha Chakra. That is what the further spiritual progress. Now, again, it is not mind has to stay put over here. It has to transcend further up, gaining more and more experiences. Like that woodcutter. First, he was cutting only the ordinary wood. Then he went to the sandalwood. As he moved forward, as he went forward, he came across the forest of sandalwood. Ah, what a wonderful thing! Again, he cut the sandalwood, had good money, but he didn't stop at the jungle of the sandalwood. He further progressed, and then he landed up with the mines of gold and silver and all the precious metals. Ah, what is this? So the mind from the Vishuddha Chakra. Now again it starts transcending. And as it comes to the Ajna Chakra, the sixth chakra, that is the first sight of the chosen ideal. Now I have seen my mother, but there is still one hindrance. I am not able to go and sit on the lap of my mother. There is still some barrier. This barrier of the ego is preventing me to go and sit on the lap of my mother. And like the example that Sri Ramakrishna had given, it is like the lamp in that lantern. I can see that flame inside, but I'm not able to touch that flame because there is a covering outside of the lantern. That glass pane is there. I cannot touch the flame. I cannot touch that warmth. I can only see it. All I can do is I can touch that glass covering. That is all I can do. But I cannot go and sit on my mother's lap. I have seen my mother. Till then, till the Ajna Chakra, I am a child, she is my mother. Till the Ajna Chakra, I am the servant, he is my master. Till that Ajna Chakra, I am a devotee, he is my chosen deity. The difference is still there because the ego is still there existing and preventing. It is prevent. I can enjoy the sight of my mother. I can enjoy, oh, now I know I have got my mother. I know my deity is there waiting for me. And that is the ultimate stage of seeing my chosen ideal. So this is what happens up to Ajna Chakra. Now till Ajna Chakra, both the school of Vedanta and the school of yoga, they are in agreement. Yes, this is what happens as the devotee, as the spiritual aspirant starts making spiritual progress from the Anahata Chakra to the Ajna Chakra. This Sri Ramakrishna has beautifully explained to us. Now he is going to tell us the difference between the Vedanta seventh plane, which is not there in the yogic six planes. Yoga's planes, they end up here. That's the end of it. I have to see my mother. But the Vedantist doesn't stop. Vedantist is not satisfied by just having the vision of God. The Vedantist wants to go further up. Now, what is that seventh step? After passing the six centers, the aspirant arrives at the seventh plane. Seventh plane, the 1,000-petal lotus where Lord Shiva is dwelling. That is the seventh plane, and that is what each aspirant wants to transcend further. When after passing the six centers, the aspirant arrives at the seventh plane, and reaching it, the mind merges in Brahman. As the mind crosses the seventh plane, that is the Sahasrara, the 1,000-petaled lotus where Lord Shiva is dwelling, that Sahasrara, the moment the mind transcends the seventh plane, then there is no ego, there is no Dvaita, there is no me and you. There is no child and mother. There is no servant and master. There is no devotee and the deity. They become one. Then it is nothing but merging in the Brahman. That is the Advaita. That is the unison. Now, like the magician telling that king, behold, O king, two fingers have become one. Now, the two fingers have gone. They have disappeared. Now it is only the one finger. The lower Brahman, the Jivatman, has merged in the Paramatman. Reaching it, the mind merges in the Brahman. The individual soul and the supreme soul become one. The Jivatman and the Paramatman, they have become one now. The aspirant goes into samadhi, and that's it. That oneness, that becoming one with the Parabrahman, that becoming one with the Satchitananda Brahman, that is the ultimate bliss, that is samadhi. His consciousness of body disappears. He loses knowledge of the outer world. He does not see the manifold anymore. Now there is no manifold. There are no diversity. There is no me and you. There is no I am the part of this huge creation. Everything, creation has gone. All the beings have gone. All the diverse things in this creation have gone. Now it is only the unison of me and the Brahman. That's it. Everything else has vanished for that matter. His reasoning comes to stop. Now, what to reason? We can reason only till the moment we are on the plane of duality. Only till the time we see the difference between me and the creation, we can reason. We can think. We can keep on debating over the things. But when there are no two things, there is no Dvaita. When there is only the Advaita, when there is only the single unison, the single entity, the eternal entity that is in existence, what to talk about? What to reason about? The reasoning stops, the thought process stops, and that is the ultimate bliss as envisioned in the Satchitananda. That is the ultimate Ananda. So that is the progress that the spiritual aspirant makes as the mind crosses the seventh plane. And this is the difference. This is where the Vedanta differs from the yoga. Yogis, they are satisfied with the Ajna Chakra. Yes, the devotee sees the deity, the child sees the mother, and that is all happy ending kind of as far as the yogic practices are concerned. Yes, we have seen our chosen ideal, we have seen our mother. That's fine. We are not able to go and sit on the lap of our mother, but at least, yes, we have seen. We have crossed over all the material attachments. We have crossed over all the material temptations, the worldly temptations. Now we are only with our one objective, my mother, my deity, my master. But the Vedantist doesn't stop there. The Vedantist, the objective is to get into that state of samadhi, to get into the state of unison with the Parabrahman, to get into that state where the lower soul, the Jivatman, becomes one with the Paramatman. And that is the difference between the school of yoga and the school of Vedanta. And that is the ultimate for any spiritual aspirant as far as attaining the God realization is concerned. Then Sri Ramakrishna says, Trailanga Swami once said that because a man reasons, he is conscious of multiplicity, of variety, of diversity. Trailanga Swami, Sri Ramakrishna had spoken about it. Sri Ramakrishna had a very high regard for this great saint, Trailanga Swami, who had attained Brahma Jnana and later he had taken the vow of silence. He never used to speak, utter a single word. He used to be in that blissful state, becoming one with the Brahman. So he used to say that man keeps on reasoning, man keeps on justifying till the time he sees diversity, till the time he sees multiplicity in this creation. The moment that multiplicity vanishes, the moment that the union happens, the union of the Jivatman with the Paramatman, the moment the aspirant's mind transcends the seventh plane and merges into the Parabrahma, all the multiplicity vanishes. Then there is no more reasoning. Attaining samadhi, now Sri Ramakrishna is telling, attaining samadhi, one gives up the body in 21 days. That is the maximum time frame that the life force can remain in the physical body after the Jivatman has merged in the Paramatman. Maximum 21 days, Sri Ramakrishna says, the life force will remain in the physical body, and after that, even that will go away. Spiritual consciousness is not possible without awakening of Kundalini. Unless and until Kundalini awakens, Kundalini, which is sleeping there in the dormant condition at the base of our spine in Mooladhara, she has to awaken. And unless and until Kundalini awakens and pierces through the six centers and meets Lord Shiva sitting, dwelling in the plane above sixth plane of Ajna Chakra, sitting on the 1,000-petal lotus, and the mind transcends the seventh plane. Till then, the spiritual consciousness will be there. And the moment the mind goes up, that consciousness also goes, and it is oneness with the ultimate. It is oneness with the infinity. It is oneness with the eternal. So that is, and Sri Ramakrishna is now, he has summarized the content of that song that the musician had sung. So for this spiritual consciousness to dwell in the super consciousness of the Lord, Kundalini has to awaken, and that's what the musician had sung in that song. Oh Kundalini, just awake, 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 and pierce through the six centers and get rid of my grief. Oh, you are the supreme consciousness. Get rid of my grief by crossing over the seventh plane and meeting, uniting with the Lord Shiva, who is sitting there on the 1,000-petal lotus in the Sahasrara. Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Thakur, Jai Mah, Jai Swamiji.